Take a slow breath. Not because everything is perfect, not because everything is solved, but because you are here. And for this moment, here is enough. You don't have to rush into the next thought. You do not have to replay the last conversation. You do not have to figure out the next 5 years of your life while standing in the middle of one ordinary day. Sometimes life feels heavy because we are carrying too many things at once. Too many tabs open in the mind, too many expectations, too many little worries stacked on top of each other. Too many things we think we should have done by now. And sometimes the body gets tired before we even realize the mind has been running all day. So let this be a small pause. Not a dramatic transformation, not a perfect healing moment, just a pause. A quiet place to breathe. A few minutes where nothing is asking you to perform, nothing is asking you to explain yourself, nothing is asking you to be impressive. You can simply exist here with the leaves, with the light, with the small moment of the world continuing without force. Look at how the leaves move. They do not fight every breeze. They do not ask why the wind changed. They do not panic because the day is not still. They move, they bend, they return. Maybe peace is not always about having no problems. Maybe peace is learning how to move through life without becoming every problem. Maybe peace is the small decision to come back to your breath before your thoughts take over. So, breathe in slowly and breathe out gently. Let your shoulders drop a little. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands loosen. Let your body realize that for this moment, it doesn't have to brace for everything. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to not know exactly what comes next. Some days, clarity arrives like sunlight. Other days, clarity comes one breath at a time. And both are okay. You do not need to become a different person today. You do not need to solve your entire life today. You do not need to prove that you are trying. You already know how much effort you give. You already know how much you carry quietly. You already know the battles that never made it into words. So today, instead of being harder on yourself, try being honest with yourself. Maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're not behind. Maybe you're healing from constantly rushing. Maybe you're not failing. Maybe you're learning how to live in a way that does not cost you your peace. This is a version of you that does not need chaos to feel alive. A version of you that does not need pressure to feel productive. A version of you that knows calm is not weakness. Calm is strength without noise. Calm is confidence without performance. Calm is choosing not to abandon yourself just because life gets loud. And life does get loud. The world tells you to move faster, post more, earn more, look better, decide quicker, be available, reply faster, keep up. But Maybe your soul was never meant to live like a notification. Maybe your life is allowed to have slower mornings, quieter choices, less explaining, more breathing, more noticing, more returning to what actually matters. Because so much of stress comes from trying to live in places we are not actually in. We live in tomorrow. We live in yesterday. We live in what they might think. We live in what could go wrong. We live in imaginary conversations. We live in unfinished fears. And then we wonder why the present feels so far away. So come back. Come back to this moment. Come back to this breath. Come back to the simple truth that right now you are here. You are not your worst thought. You are not your most anxious moment. You are not the mistake you keep replaying. You are not the version of you that had to survive with whatever tools you had. You are still becoming. You are still learning. You are still allowed to begin again. And beginning again does not always look dramatic. Sometimes beginning again looks like drinking water, opening a window, taking a walk, saying no, going to sleep earlier, not replying immediately. Let the thought pass without chasing it. Doing one small thing instead of trying to fix everything. Small steps are not meaningless. Small steps are how a life changes without announcing itself. A tree does not grow loudly. It does not rush its roots. It does not compare its branches. It simply keeps reaching towards the light. And maybe that is enough for today. Keep reaching, even quietly, even slowly, even if no one claps, even if no one understands the courage it takes to keep going with a tired heart. You are allowed to be proud of yourself for small things, for getting through a hard week, for choosing silence instead of reacting, for trying again after losing motivation, for resting when your body needed it, for noticing when something no longer felt right, for not becoming bitter after being disappointed, for still wanting a softer life. That matters. Your effort matters. Your peace matters. Your energy matters. The way you speak to yourself matters. Because you cannot build a calm life while constantly attacking yourself inside it. So, speak to yourself like someone you are trying to protect, not punish, not pressure. Protect. Say to yourself, I'm allowed to slow down. I'm allowed to breathe. I'm allowed to be human. I'm allowed to learn without hating myself for not knowing sooner. I'm allowed to rest without guilt. I'm allowed to want more without rushing myself into exhaustion. I'm allowed to take one step at a time. I'm allowed to leave some things unanswered for now. I'm allowed to choose peace before everything is perfect. Let those words settle. You're allowed to choose peace before everything is perfect. Because if peace only comes after every problem is solved, you may keep waiting forever. There will always be something unfinished. There will always be a message to reply to, a bill to pay, a room to clean, a goal to chase, a version of you that feels slightly out of reach. But You do not need to earn every moment of calm. You can have calm now, in the middle, in the unfinished, in the becoming, in the ordinary day. You can breathe here. You can soften here. You can return to yourself here. Maybe today is not asking you to do more. Maybe today is asking you to do less with more presence, less rushing, less comparing, less carrying what is not yours, less letting one bad moment define the whole day, less believing every fear that enters your mind, more breathing, more trust, more small choices that respect the person you are becoming, more space between the feeling and the reaction, more gentleness with the parts of you that are still learning. The mind will wander. That is what minds do. It may go back to the problem. It may go back to the fear. It may try to plan, fix, predict, prepare, and protect. Do not be angry at it. Your mind is trying to keep you safe, but you can gently tell it, not right now. Right now, we are breathing. Right now, we are watching the leaves. Right now, we are not solving everything. Right now, we are allowed to rest. And sometimes that is the most powerful thing you can do. Not because rest fixes everything, but because a rested mind can see more clearly. A calmer body can make better choices. A softer heart can hear itself again. You do not need to meet life from a place of panic. You can meet it from steadiness. You can meet it from patience. You can meet it from the quiet belief that you have handled hard days before, and you can handle this one too. Maybe not perfectly. Maybe not all at once, but slowly, honestly, one breath, one task, one decision, one moment at a time. If your life feels uncertain right now, let this be your reminder. Uncertainty doesn't mean you're lost. It means the next chapter is not fully visible yet. And not every season gives you a map. Some seasons only give you enough light for the next step. Take the next step, then the next, then pause, then breathe, then begin again. You are not required to rush through your own becoming. You are not required to explain your pace to everyone. You are not required to be available to every demand. You are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to choose what feels healthy for your mind. You are allowed to become more private, more peaceful, more intentional, more aware of what drains you and what brings you back to life. And if all you do today is come back to yourself, that still counts. If all you do today is breathe a little deeper, that still counts. And if all you do today is not give up on yourself, that still counts. You are doing more than you think. You are growing more than you can see. You are becoming in ways that may not look impressive from the outside, but feel life-changing on the inside. The world may not always notice quiet growth, but you will feel it. In the way you no longer chase what drains you. In the way you pause before reacting. In the way you choose peace over proving a point. in the way you stop begging for spaces where your spirit never felt safe, in the way you finally understand that calm is not boring. Calm is freedom. Calm is being able to sit with yourself without needing constant distraction. Calm is trusting that you can want a beautiful life without destroying yourself to get it. Calm is knowing when to move and when to rest. Calm is remembering that you are a person, not a machine. So, as you watch these leaves move, let yourself remember. Life is still happening in small, beautiful ways. The light still changes. The air still moves. The trees still grow. The day still holds quiet moments, even when the mind forgets to look for them. You do not have to wait a perfect life to notice what is still gentle. You can notice it now. A little light, a little breeze, a little breath, a little space inside your chest, a little reminder that you are still here and being here matters. Before this video ends, take one more slow breath. Breathe in. Hold it gently and breathe out. Let go of the pressure to have it all figured out today. Let go of the need to rush your own life. Let go of one worry you do not need to carry into the next moment. You are allowed to move gently. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to begin again. Today doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. You do not have to be perfect to be worthy. You can leave this moment a little lighter than you came. And if you forget later, come back. Come back to the breath. Come back to the leaves. Come back to the part of you that knows peace is still possible. You are safe to slow down. You are allowed to feel calm again. You do not need to fix your whole life today. You only need to return to yourself. If this helped you feel even a little calmer, save it for a heavy day and please subscribe for more quiet reflections.